Alrighty. So we watched the episode of Parks and Rec yesterday. Some of you elected to write about the ad that Leslie made. We're calling that the positive ad. Some of you elected to write about the negative ad, the one that Ben made. Some of you elected to write about the actual ad. For each ad, we looked at what was going on with the soaps, situation, occasion, audience, purpose, speaker, and then we also examined how each ad played around with building credibility, ethos, emotional connections or pathos, and logical reasons or logos. For the positive ad, so Leslie's ad, we said that ad didn't make its argument well for what reasons? So use soapsy words.
She didn't bring up the occasion.
That's not, occasion is like the social context. So occasion would be like there's a election. Yeah, it's election time. A bunch of people aren't aware of Leslie Knope.
The subject wasn't concentrated at all?
Closer. What part of Leslie's ad failed to connect with the audience? The purpose, right? Why did the purpose fail, Mr. Sint? She didn't provide a call to action to vote. She didn't say that she was running. She just said, hey, I'm pro everything. So her purpose was off. Oh, wow. And so was my smartboard. And so because her purpose of it was off, which one of these bad boys down here was also off? I'm pointing to ethos, pathos, and logos. What? Logos. Why is the logos also off? Yeah, there's no argument. There's no logical argument being made. It's just like, hey, I'm pro everything. Yay, Pawnee. Now, the middle ad, the negative one, why did that ad not work?
Contrasted with Leslie's beliefs, values.
So which soapsy word?
It didn't say anything good
The
about
speaker. The speaker's attitudes, values, and beliefs were not addressed in the ad. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, was the ad effective in disparaging Bobby Newport?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but it was not effective for Leslie because it did not promote the type of person she wanted to promote. And then over here, if you go to the actual ad, this one worked because all of these things were in alignment. Now, for today, you were supposed to come in here with a topic sentence about why something worked or didn't. Raise your hand if you're writing about this one. Okay. Miss Camp, do you feel comfortable sharing your topic sentence so far? What about you, Mr. Lustig?
No.
Okay. Tremendous. What about people who wrote the negative one? All right. Would somebody care to promote their topic sentence for the paragraph about why this one did not work? Miss Goldstein.
I didn't know that it didn't work. I thought it was both.
Well,
You did say it was both.
Right. I'm interested in the one about why it didn't work, though, for the purpose of this.
Okay. I'll just get rid of words. The ad made by Leslie's boyfriend Ben is ineffective in several ways.
Okay. I like how you start. I like the start of it. I would not say that you are specific. The ad made by Leslie's boyfriend is ineffective, and then be specific. Why is it ineffective? Ineffective because
it didn't support Leslie's values.
Bingo. And now you have a beautiful topic sentence. The ad created by Leslie's friend, where Leslie's boyfriend Ben, was ineffective because it did not support Leslie's values. Great. Rybecky, your hand was popping up.
I was saying, never mind. It was just because it was specific.
Could you read it?
Sure. On the other hand, the negative tone of the ad didn't reflect the values of the affable Leslie Knope, contrasting the purpose and the speaker's views.
Got one of his 4 vocab words into the topic sentence. Yeah, indeed. Delightful. Okay, so you don't need to put too much pressure on your topic sentence. You know what topic sentences are. They're specific, they're strongly worded, they're so what. You're responding to the prompt. Why is this ad effective? Why is this ad ineffective? So just go with it. We have 2 examples of what ineffective ones sound like. Did anyone do the actual advertisement? Would you care to? This one is a little more challenging to write about why it is effective. Yep.
The actual ad played by Leslie Knope was very effective because it portrays both the pros of Leslie and her affable personality, along with why one should not vote for Bobby Newport by using his own ad against him.
I would say that's wonderful. So we got affable in there, and then you did a good Leslie and disparages him, Bobby, by using his own ad against him. And then in your paragraph, you can engage in a more nuanced discussion of the specifics of our soapsy type stuff. Does that make sense? So you should feel good about that. That's a good one. Okay. So once you have a good topic sentence, we need to get to the point as a class where the paragraph essentially writes itself. Your topic sentence is a roadmap for your paragraph. Now, Eve, can you share yours again?
I just put in the vocab word.
Super duper.
Wait, okay. The ad made by Leslie's boyfriend Ben is ineffective because it didn't support Leslie's minimal value.
Now, minimal, yeah, there you go. Now, when Eve is writing her paragraph, she needs to focus on what? She needs to provide evidence about what? How and why the ad doesn't affect Leslie or doesn't represent Leslie's values.
They focus on Bobby.
Yeah, so you are going to be talking about the ad in a way that makes sure that you are articulating how and why this ad is not reflecting Leslie's values. Class, give me some evidence for why the ad doesn't reflect Leslie's values. Someone give me evidence. Give me evidence from the ad.
Bobby's boat.
Bobby's boat. Okay, so Bobby's boat, and then dum dum was given to him. Okay, given to him.
Like everything else, so don't give him your boat.
Give him to him. Okay, now how is that evidence of the ad not reflecting Leslie's values?
She doesn't believe in negativity.
And give me some evidence for how you know that Leslie doesn't believe in negativity.
She says that.
She says as much. You could also point to Leslie's ad in which she is listing off all of these things that she is pro. So Eve, as a writer of this paragraph, would only need to talk about this part of the soaps, right? Does she need to talk about this up here? No. Does she need to talk about this down here? No. She needs to give us context, quote frame here, set up. Bobby, or the ad is this. Give us evidence from the ad. Then give us evidence from what we know about Leslie's morals and ethics. And then your analysis is how and why the ad doesn't match up with the personality. Does that make sense? Same thing over here. These people just need to focus on what? Purpose. They need to focus on how the purpose of the ad is not well executed. What's the evidence for that, class? Right. It's the evidence is almost like the absence of evidence. The ad never states she's running for city council. The ad never states vote for me. And we know that the ad has the purpose of encouraging people to vote for her because of what's mentioned earlier in the episode. The hardest paragraph to write is going to be this one because your paragraph is about how these things work. So you are going to be writing about how, like, the purpose does a good job of matching the speaker. Or you are going to be writing about how the logical argument makes a ton of sense considering the purpose of the ad. So that's kind of where you got to go with that bad boy. You have a paragraph, you have a topic sentence, then context, evidence, analysis. We have, how many minutes? Does this class get over at 30 or 50?
We have an hour today.
We get out at 50.
Today's an hour.
Today's an hour day.
We have 6 minutes.
So, okay, so we get over at 50. So you guys all now have a nice chunk of time to get this paragraph started. It will be due tomorrow. Okay? So make sure you have topic, sentence, context, evidence, analysis. Your context and evidence for this case, you won't have actual quotes, but you'll have very specific description of what's in the ad. So because you don't have a quote, you don't technically have a quote frame, right? But you still want to use the ideas of a quote frame here. How can you set up your evidence so that when you give us that specific moment from the ad, it does a good job of helping you make your point presented in your topic sentence? And then your analysis is answering what 2 questions, always and forever.
Why?
And
How?
so how and why does this evidence prove what you set out in your topic sentence? So you have 20 minutes. You have 2 local geniuses to help you out, and hand it in tomorrow. Ready, set, go. Student, I'll be right there.